and welcome to Bottoms Down Chair Yoga for everyone. I'm Carol and I'm so glad you joined us today. Coming to you from our YouTube channel, Bottoms Down Chair Yoga. And if you haven't already, if you would click subscribe, we'd really appreciate it. It just lets you know when new videos are posted. It's free and it helps us out as well. Also, I'd love to hear from you, so if you want to leave me a comment, I promise I will read it and I will respond. All right, today's theme is joyful. We are going to start seated and you only need your chair today. And let's get started. We're going to sit up really tall in our chair. We're going to move forward so we're not leaning back. Place your hands lightly on your thighs. Lift those palms up towards the ceiling if that works for you. Pull your belly in, lift your heart. Go ahead and close your eyes. And now with those eyes closed, just think about your feet. Are they equally weighted on the floor? Can you feel all four of those pressure points equally weighted, or are you kind of turning those feet in or out, right? So just really concentrate on having those feet grounded and equally weighted. Now think about your sits bones and have those grounded to the chair and equally weighted so you're not leaning one way or the other. Just focusing in on your breath. Letting go of everything outside of the room. Go ahead and elongate that breath. So we're inhaling a little more deeply. Exhaling a little more completely. Bring your hands to your heart. Set your intention for today's practice. One more breath. Go ahead and bring your hands back down to your thighs and open your eyes. So let's drop our right ear to our right shoulder. Should feel really good. Drop your chin to your chest. Go to the other side. And chin to chest. And look forward. All right, we're going to do a joyful breath series. All right, so there's three parts to this joyful breath series. There's the breathing, there's some arm movement, and then there's the exhale. And then within the breathing, there's three parts to the breath. So we're going to breathe into the belly, we're going to breathe into the rib cage, and we're going to breathe into the chest. So let me show you real quick kind of how that's going to play out. So we inhale, 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 and we release it. Let's do that again. Inhale, 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 and release. Join me. See how that works. Inhale, 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 and release. All right. So just kind of checking in, see how that feels, and we're only going to do 3 at a time because I don't want anybody to get dizzy. But next time we're going to add the arms, okay? So let me show you real quick the arm movements and then you join in. So inhale, inhale, inhale. All right, and then bring it down. Let's do that again. Join me. Inhale, 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 bring the hands down. Okay, so can we put those two things together? So remember, inhale, 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 inhale. All right, here we go. And down. Let's do that again. Inhale. And down. Okay, so the third part of this joyful breath is as we exhale, we're going to bring our hands down and a full exhale. And if you want to exhale through your mouth and just let it go. That's the idea. All right. So we'll do the inhale, 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 and then we'll exhale it down. Now be gentle, right? So the back isn't super warm yet, so I'm not looking for this full forward fold or anything like that. It's just kind of letting it go as you exhale. All right, let's try it. Here we go. And exhale. Let's do that again. Again. Last time. And release. All right, so how does that feel? So in yoga, there's lots of different breaths, right? And so I thought we would play around with our joyful breath today since joyful is our theme for the day. All right. I want to go back to those shoulder and neck stretches. I wanted to do just a little bit as we were coming out of our meditation, but let's move back into that one more time. So we're going to let that right ear fall towards that right shoulder. And now this time, let's take that right hand and just place it gently on the head. Now, it's just laying there, right? I'm not pulling, I'm not tugging, I'm just letting it lie gently on that head. And let's take that opposite arm and extend it out. Palm is facing down first. Then if you want to flip that palm up to the ceiling and see if that feels different. It does to me. Whenever I turn my palm up, I feel a little different stretch, so I like to do both. All right, so first thing I want you to do is take that left hand down. Now take the right hand off the head, and then maybe you need to help that head up. It's okay. Wow. How does that feel? Let's roll those shoulders. And reverse it. Okay, we're going to do the other side now. So we're going to let that left ear just fall to the left shoulder first to see how that feels. And maybe this is right here where you want to stay, and that's fine. If you got a little more, if you want to, you could place that hand here. We're just resting it on the head. Okay, opposite hand is going to go out, extending kind of diagonally. The palm is towards the floor. Now just flip that palm up to the ceiling, feel the stretch. Okay, so first thing is take the right hand down, take the left hand off the head, and then lift that head up. Wow, how's that feel? Roll those shoulders. Maybe one at a time. It doesn't matter, right? Kind of whatever feels good to you. Very good. Okay, we're going to move into our cat and cow series. So we're going to place our hands on our thighs. Our elbows are wide, belly button to spine. Round the shoulders, tuck the chin. Look at your belly and feel the stretch. Now, as we lift up into cow pose, grab the back of your chair. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Lift your heart and feel that opening through the chest. Let's do that again. Belly button to spine, round it down into your cat pose. Let's lift it up into that cow pose. This time we're going to add the breath. So we're going to inhale here, and we're going to exhale as we move into cat. Inhale into cow. Exhale into cat. Inhale into cow. Last time. Exhale into cat. And just let that head fall. Just breathe normally. Looking at your belly button and just feeling that stretch. One more breath and up we go. All right, we're going to move into mountain pose. So remember, you can stay right here in just this mountain pose if this works better for your shoulders. If you want to come into goalpost arms, this is a good mountain pose too. If you're with me, we're going to extend those hands up. Palms are facing one another. We're stretching. Belly is tight. Shoulders are down. Trying to touch the ceiling with our fingertips. Stretching through and bring it down. All right. We're going to move into that leaning mountain now. So we're going to start with that extended mountain. So remember, if you want to be in goalpost arms as your extended mountain, that is fine. If your hands are up to the ceiling, that's fine too. We're going to take one hand and we're going to put it on the chair, extend it up, and we're going to lean into the hand that's on the chair because we've got that support there, right? And that's why we want to lean into that side. Feeling the sideways stretching. Keep this hip down, and we're going to come up. All right, let's do the other side. So we're going to extend up first. This hand is on the chair. Lengthen. Touch the ceiling, try to touch the ceiling, and then lean into it. So anytime we do an extension, well, anytime we do a bend in our back, we always want to extend that spine first, all right? Always, always, always want to have it as long as possible before we bend, and up we go. And let's do one more roll of those shoulders. What do y'all think? I love that. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do is a joyful flow. And if you want to peek at me real quick, I'm going to go through it a little bit quickly and just kind of show you the pieces of it. And then we'll all do it together a little more slowly. It's kind of hard to see what I'm doing if you're doing it. So we're going to tuck our chin, right? Kind of like a cat, if you will. But then what I'm going to do is I'm going to rock my head forward. See how I'm coming forward in my chair? And then I'm going to come roll it up. And I'm going to do that again. So I'm tucking my chin and I'm moving my head forward as I'm rolling up. And then I'm going to reverse it. So it kind of feels like an ocean wave, right? We're coming out and forward. Then we're tucking our chin and we're rolling it up. Okay? Kind of see what I'm doing there? All right, let's all do it together. So we're going to start with the chin tuck. We're looking down at our belly button. Our belly is tight. Now we're going to take our head forward. Keep that chin tucked. Don't let it go. Now, coming up out of that wave, we're all the way up to a seated position, and we're going to keep that flow going. Tuck your chin. Look down at the belly. Bring the heart forward. We're coming back up to a seated position. Do it one final time. Tuck the chin. Forward we go. We're back up to seated, and then we're going to reverse it. Don't forget to smile. Here we go. Down we go. Now we're tucking our chin. We're looking at our belly button, and we're stacking our vertebrae one on top of the other, and we're continuing it on. It's a little ocean wave. And there we go. And we don't forget that smile. It's a joyful flow. Here we go. Last time. Right? Should feel really, really, really good. Head to the ceiling and release. How's that feel? I love that one. Okay, we're going to take that right knee. We're going to open it wide. So remember, we got that inner thigh stretching. So you should have those knees tracking right to those toes. So no knees in, right? Knees out, feeling that inner thigh stretch. Take this knee and let it fall to the floor. Remember, this could be where your crescent lunge is, and that's fine if this is where you would like to be. If you have it available to you and you want to push that foot back behind you a little bit, that's great too. Now I'm getting even more stretch right through that quadricep and that hip flexor muscle, right all the way through here. We're going to lift our heart up, feeling that stretch, looking over that front knee. We're breathing. Let's release that, and we're going to do it one more time. Here we go. Back of the kneecap towards the ceiling. Heart is lifted. We're breathing. We're releasing this glute. We're not holding it. One more breath. Release and face forward. All right. We're going to stretch the back side of that leg just a little bit. Pyramid pose. Toes to the ceiling. Leg is long. Leg is straight. Lift the heart and let the heart fall forward. And we're going to do a little bit of that ocean wave again. So tuck your chin and roll it up. And let's do that one more time. Extend, lengthen forward, tuck the chin, and roll it up. Okay, let's do the other side. So we're going to open nice and wide here. Inner thighs are stretching, toes are tracking, knees are tracking to those toes. We're going to let this knee fall down towards the floor into that crescent lunge. We're going to lift our heart up, look over that front leg, and breathe. So here we are. We're releasing that glute that's behind us and that leg that's extended. We're trying to press the back of the kneecap towards the ceiling. Let's release it and do it one more time. Heart is lifted, breathing into it. One more breath and face forward. All right, we're going to do that that pyramid pose with our wave. Extend that leg long. Don't lock the knee. Toes to the ceiling. We're going to extend the spine. Let the heart fall forward. Tuck the chin and roll it up. Kind of feel that wave happening. Extend the spine. Smile. Let that heart fall forward. Tuck the chin. And up we go. Very good. Okay. Let's grab a sip of water. All right, so what we're going to do next is just a little bit of a side series. So we're going to grab our right hand and we're going to grab the chair. Okay, so it's going to hold on to the chair. The opposite hand is going to be moving down towards the floor. So all I want you to do is just kind of see how that feels first. So I'm just trying to lean down. I'm trying to touch the floor, but I'm holding on with this hand. Now you'll notice it's not a huge movement. It's not like I'm really trying to touch the floor. That's just kind of a visual for you, all right? And then we're going to come up and we're going to do the other side. So I'm holding onto the chair here, right? This hand is going to move down towards the floor, all right? So the important thing about this side series is that I'm not letting this shoulder come forward. So I want you to keep those shoulders square, right? All of the action is happening right in the rib cage. So I'm not letting this move forward. I don't want to twist. We want to keep those shoulders up, okay? All right, so here we go. We're going to take this hand. We're going to put it on the chair. This hand is going to be the one that's moving down towards the floor. Our shoulders are lifted. Our belly is tight. Keep those shoulders back. Here we go. We're going to pulse it 3 times. Pulse and pulse and pulse. And then we're going to come up and we're going to go to the other side. Pulse and pulse and pulse. Come up. We're going to go to the other side. Checking in, making sure those shoulders are staying down. Come up. Last time like this. Pulse and pulse and pulse and come up. Okay. You can stay right there if you want to. You know in my classes you don't ever have to add on. If you want to add on, what I'm going to do now is the hand, instead of holding the chair, I'm going to put that hand back behind my shoulders, right? And if this doesn't work for you because of shoulder issues, right, then you can just put it right here on your waist and you're going to get the same work into the side waist, but you just don't have that pressure on the shoulder. But if you're with me, I'm going to have my hand back here. This hand is going to go down towards the floor. Here we go. Pulse and pulse and pulse. Let's stay with this side. Again, pulse and pulse and pulse. Let's come up last time. And pulse and pulse and pulse and come up. And we're going to do the other side. This hand is going to go back behind. This hand towards the floor. Elbows are back, shoulders are open, working just the side waist. Here we go. Pulse, 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 and up again. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Come up one more time. Pulse, 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 and up we go. Now the final version of this one, if you want to keep doing what we just did, either of those 2 versions are great. Otherwise, I'm going to put both hands behind my head, and here I go. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Switch sides. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Switch side. Are your feet staying on the floor? Are your hips staying down? We want to keep those hips grounded. That's why we do that at the beginning of class. Last time, both sides. Feet are grounded. Sits bones are grounded. Nothing of that is moving. The only thing moving is our ribs, and up we go and release. Very good. Okay, now we're going to move into gate pose. I'm going to move to the right side of my chair. So I've got my right hip and leg are on the chair. My left leg is going to extend out. I'm on the knife edge of my foot. Okay, so you notice that. So my foot is up on its edge. I'm holding my chair. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take this hand and we're going to place it on this leg and we're going to let that hand slide down that leg. Now if you want to hold on to that chair, you can hold on to that chair. All right, are we ready? And we're going to come back up. So once again, all of the motion is happening in the side waist. Our shoulders are staying up and back. Our belly is staying tight. Here we go. Let's do that again. All right, now the add-on here is our hand is going to come to GoHPO arms first or behind the head if that works for you, right? We're still sliding that right hand down that leg into our gate pose. And then we're inhaling, and on an exhale, we're going to come back up. Let's do that one more time. Inhale. Exhale, down we go. Inhale. Exhale, up we go. Now the final version of this one is this left hand is going to go to the ceiling, all right? So we're going to move down into inhale here. Exhale, we're going to move down into that gate pose, and that opposite arm is leaning. Oh, yeah. You feel that? All right, let's come back up. And we're going to do that one more time. Extend first. Lean into it. Feel that stretch in that side waist. For lovely gate pose. One more breath. Up we go. And release. Ha! Is that feeling good? All right, we get to do the other side now. So I'm just going to like slide myself to the edge of the chair. I've got my leg and my seat are on the chair. Okay, so that's on. And then this left leg is extended out. And I'm on the knife edge of that foot, if that works for you. That's preferable. So why do I want you on that knife edge? You should be feeling this outer thigh, right? This part of the leg working. Whereas if you have the toe pointed, you're going to be, it's nothing wrong with it. You're just going to be working more this part of the leg. Whereas if you turn, we're going to work in this, which is really what is intended for this pose. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to hang onto that chair and we're just going to let that arm slide down that leg, right? Just see how that feels first, and then up we go. Now, the add-on here, remember, you can be GoHPO arms, you can have that hand behind your head, you can even have the hand at waist, right? If that feels better for you, or hold on to the chair. Extend the spine long first, and then we're going to lean into it, and just letting that hand slide down the leg as we move into our gate pose. And then we're going to come back up. Let's add the breath. Inhale here. Exhale, down we go. Inhale here. Exhale, up we come. Let's add that other arm. Here we go. Extend it out. Inhale. Exhale, lean. Inhale here. Exhale, up we go. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale, lean. Inhale here. Exhale, up we go. Can we do one more time? Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale up. And release. Oh yeah. Come to seated. Let's grab a sip of water. All right. So we're going to move towards the edge of our chair and heel toe those feet nice and wide. Okay? All right. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to hinge forward and hold on to those thighs. Now, if you want to stay right here and have your hands on the thighs, that's fine. So as we twist, what you're basically going to be doing is twisting your shoulders, okay? And that's just fine. But if you're with me, what we're going to do is we're going to take our hands down to the floor. All right? So another straddle forward fold, but we're in the chair this time. Now, take your left hand and put those fingertips right under your face. And your other arm is going to twist it open. Okay? So you're twisting open. Again, action happening at the rib cage. The arm is not that high up. It doesn't matter. Take that hand back. Replace the one that's on the floor. And we're going to twist open the other way. We're going to put that hand back down and we're going to twist again. Put that hand back down last time. Twisting it open. So we're really getting into the legs. We're getting into the side waist. You should feel a lot of muscles working through this. Let's put those hands down. Okay. Now, heel toe your feet back together. And then you're going to place one hand on your thigh, the other hand on the thigh, tuck your chin and roll it up to seated. How'd that feel? Good? Okay. So we're going to take this hand and we're going to bring it to the outside of the knee. Other hand is going to come back behind, extend, and twist. So it's just a gentle little twist. We're going to face forward and we're going to do the other side. We've done so many crescent lunges, I think we're just going to leave that out this time. Extend the spine long and look over. And we're going to do this seated twist instead of the crescent lunge. And face forward. Very good. Let's extend that left leg out. Toes to the ceiling. Pyramid pose. Lift and sink into it. Feeling the back of the leg stretching, right? Tuck your chin and roll it up. We're going to do that kind of that wave motion again. We're going to smile and extend. Down we go. Tuck the chin. Lift it up. We got one more like this. Extend and down we go. And we're going to tuck that chin and up we go. Very good. Okay, that same leg. Remember, we're going to move into pigeon pose. So if you like, keeping this ankle to ankle, that's fine. Just leave this leg where it is, and I'm just crossing that ankle. Or if you're with me, I want to take my ankle and put it behind my knee. So seated pigeon pose. Extend the spine long first and let your heart fall forward. Hands are on the thighs there for support. You should feel this hip and glute stretching right here. Kind of that same wave motion. Let's tuck the chin and roll it up. And let's do that again. Extend the spine long. Let that heart fall forward. Tuck the chin. Roll it up. Then let's do that one final time. Extend the spine first. Let the heart fall forward. Tuck the chin. And roll it up. All right, let's do pyramid pose on the other side. Here we go. Extend this leg long, toes are to the ceiling, lift, let the heart fall forward. I'm holding onto my thighs for support, letting that heart fall, and then I'm going to tuck my chin and I'm going to roll it up nice and slow. Head comes up, extend the spine long, belly is tight. Let's roll it down. Tuck the chin. Kind of that feeling of the ocean. We're rolling it back up. Last time, extend. Let the heart fall forward. Tuck the chin. Roll it up. And release. Okay, pigeon pose. Remember, ankle to ankle is a great option if this works for you. Ankle to knee is another option if it works for you. My hands are on my thighs. Extend the spine. Let that heart fall forward. Keep the back flat. Now, tuck your chin. Let the head fall and roll it up. Extend the spine long, belly button to spine. Let that heart fall forward. Are you smiling? Tuck the chin. Roll it up. Last time, up we go. Let that heart fall forward. Tuck that chin. Roll it up. And release. All right, go ahead and sit back in your chair. You can lean back now if you want to. I prefer not to, but it is all up to you. Our hands are going to rest lightly on my thighs. I'm going to lift my palms up to the ceiling. Extend the spine long. Take a deep breath in. And on an exhale, we're going to let our eyes just close or soften. Kindness, pure and sincere. If kindness is to exist, someone has to be the first to offer it. Today, you can be that someone. If you cannot give kindness, nothing else you have matters. And no matter what else you do or do not have, you always can offer kindness. Kindness connects, kindness heals. Kindness encourages and energizes. Upon all of its vicinity, kindness confers the joy of being alive. Kindness affects lives in more ways than you could ever know about. Kindness creates benefits you would never want to be without. Kindness might not always be your first impulse, yet it often contributes mightily to the most powerful response. We are better off together than we are apart. At the heart of how that happens is kindness, pure and sincere. All right. Go ahead and open your eyes. Let that right ear fall towards the right shoulder. And drop the chin to the chest. Drop your left ear to your left shoulder. Drop your chin towards your chest. Drop the right ear towards the right shoulder. Reach up with the right hand. Give the head a gentle tug as you press that left hand down towards the floor. Release it. Drop your chin towards your chest. Hands reach up. Give the head a gentle tug. Release it. Left ear to left shoulder. Reach up with left hand. Give the head a gentle tug as you press that right hand down towards the floor. Release it. Bring your hands to your heart. Honoring one another, we say Namaste. Thank you so much for joining today. Remember, it's Bottoms Down Chair Yoga on YouTube. Please subscribe, leave me a comment, and I will see you next time.